Hey guys, Zix here. Time for another episode of Minesaga Skyblock. Picking up right where we left off to do a quick little recap. We're working on a 100 hopper farm setup. We did the water flow on the previous episode and the dropping into the chamber below where we had the lava killing them and the water pushing them um, down below. Down below. Down below. There we go. Then we created the dropper, not the dropper, but the channel to drop them because we need to be 10 blocks away. Today we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Something doesn't look right. Is it just me? I don't know. Hold on a second. I need more blocks. I don't have all the stuff I need. Let's go ahead and bring up the chunk borders so that we don't accident. So this is what you're not supposed to do. Make sure you turn fast place off. See, I did that on purpose to show you guys what happens when you accidentally leave fast place on. So we're going to start the bottom with just straight up cobble, and we're going to put the hoppers in later. Um, and I'll show you why. It's just easier. So come out 8, just like before. Come down 1, and come over 7. After that, just like we did before, you should have 1 block left over. And then, of course, we want to fill it in. Otherwise, the water's going to go all over the place. Ah. Come on. There we go. And we want to use glass on that side. Well, let's go ahead and do the water now. Silly noises. Gotta put a sign. Can we beat it? Oh, what? Oh, I gotta put the glass on here first. I thought I was so slick and I beat the water going down, but it never went down. Okay, so there you go. They drop down. It's gonna come to the end here. We technically could drop another 10 blocks again here, but that's not necessary. We're going to go ahead and do another layer of cobble underneath to give us something to, I probably could have left that there, whatever, to give us something to connect the hoppers to, otherwise you end up screwed up. So now we have our hoppers, place it here, we're going to go 1 block over and skip, place the next one, and then we're going to do this all the way down the line here. As you can see, that would be the void chest there. But we're just going to leave it cobble for now because voids are too expensive, man. Put 1 back behind all of the blocks that we avoided for the voids that would be there. Break those, place it a hopper. And technically I'm putting these on the outside. I probably should be putting them on the inside because you want the voids in the chunk, but where we have room here, see? So when we do the rest of the loop, we'll make sure the voids are, the hoppers are pointing inwards, not outwards. So let's go ahead and do the next. We're going to do a little less cuts this time on this episode because a lot of this I probably need to show what I'm doing. Otherwise, it might get confusing. So same thing we just did on the one part. We're going to redo that again here. So none of the hoppers are connected, but water is traveling over them nicely. Now we need to drop down. How far do we need to go? Yeah, let's go down a little bit more. And we want to see our lapis, so we're using glass. Okay, now to do the outer ring, you're going to keep the chunk lines up, and you're going to draw all the way around the chunk line, just like we did with the cobble in the beginning of the previous episode. Like so. And then we're going to do it on the inside, 1 block away, all the way around. I know I've done this before, but since we're rebuilding the farm, I'm sure you guys are going to ask anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and record it. I need more glass. Hold on. I probably didn't need that much. Whatever. Okay. That is your basic loop. We're gonna remember when you do these corners, well, first let's put a cobble line down all the way around, and which of course we need more. So that's where our, oops, that's where our hoppers are gonna be. So we'll do that, and next we'll fill in the water. Okay, and remember, when important with the water, we don't want them stopping in the corners. Very, very important. Where's a good spot? We'll start here. Place the sign and drop the water, and away we go. Follow it to the end, place the ice, place the sign, drop the water. This is going to end right at the edge, so we don't want that. And remember, the lapis will get stuck. So we'll come back a couple blocks. No, one more. Oh, that's a multi-pick. Oh, so another PSA. Do not keep your multi-block pick in your inventory while you are doing this. It's a good way to lose spawners. Fortunately, I'm just making the loop. So that's no longer in my hotbar. I swear it wasn't an accident. I just wanted to show you. Just wanted to check. I don't hear any music, but whatever. Here we go. Place the ice. Place the water. And it's going to stop at every corner now. So come back to, drop your ice, drop your sign, drop your water. And maybe you could move it a different spot to where you get to do a full 8 stream water. I haven't really played around with that efficiency yet. By all means, feel free. I don't care. That's why I don't bother. Is that all I need? No, I need one more. Whoa! Bye-bye, water. Okay, ice. Sign. You could use a pressure plate too if you wanted. You don't have to use a sign. I don't like the look of pressure plates. And now we're gonna do another row underneath, just like we did on the dropping part of the lapis, to give ourselves something to connect to. Like so. And the first hopper you put down, it doesn't really matter if you put it here, pointing down or pointing in. But what is important, and I'll show you in a second, is the corners. But you're going to go every other, just like we did up top. But in the corner, we want the corner pointing down for sure, because the hoppers on either side are going to be connected to one void in between. So I'll go ahead, because the void will be there, and then you'll have those 2 hoppers on the side there. So I'll go ahead and show you now what that would look like. Hopper there, and just pretend that cobble there is a void chest. Or I'll just, yeah, see, you can see how they connect. And then you'll go back to rotating back and forth. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera because I think you've got the idea now. So be right back. There you go. All the hoppers are in, at least for the loop. And we have some left over. So we're just going to find some spare cobble. You can see now how they're rotated. The corners are pointing down, and the others are rotated. So these extra hoppers you could just throw on any of these. Really, you can throw them anywhere, to be fair, just as long as they don't connect to other hoppers or underneath other hoppers, like right there. But now we can connect these anywhere. I mean, it makes sense to put them where a void would go, but it isn't that important, really, because and they could be inside too. It doesn't matter, because I'm not gonna probably not gonna ever gonna get to voids for this farm. It doesn't add enough income to be worth it to the cost that they are right now. So I'm not gonna bother. As long as they're not connected, that's all you really need to worry about. Um, but Zixter, I don't have T3 hoppers. I have tutus. I have tutus. I have T2 hoppers. Okay, no problem. I have a solution for you as well. You're just gonna connect all your hoppers in a loop, like put a void here or something, and then you just connect all of your hoppers together. All your T2 hoppers or T1 hoppers or whatever. They're just going to connect to one void. Or, you know, if you have a couple of voids, it might be easier to space them out a little bit. Because you are going to run out of hopper room pretty quickly. And you want, most importantly, especially for a T2 farm, you're going to need the overflow. Unlike a T3 farm that really uses up. So now we're going to do the columns. Oh, which one is it? Is it this one? No. Look at that old design. I don't remember what I named it. Is it this one? No. Which one is it? Oh, columns. Duh. So, I'm going to use a schematica for this because I'm not building that sphere again. I already did that in a previous video. I'm not going to do that again. And I'm not going to give you this schematic either. I want you to do it. I want you to be able to do it. So don't ask. If you're confused at what you're seeing here, you could always just go watch that other video I made, the 100 hopper efficient setup or whatever I named it. But it's too high. It could still come down a little bit more, I think. Yeah, it can still come down a little bit more. That's enough. I want to make sure that they don't get stuck. But basically, I mean, the center, you center this and it's 14 up, 16 up from the bottom, 14 on the top, and then, yeah, 16 up here. Turn on printer. Printer. 16 there. And then your guy is going to stand here, and then it's 14 up here, and then you're going to come out 4 to these 4 corners, 4 sides, come down 1, see 1, then you're going to come out 4 again to the next 4 corners. Oh, and you're going to come down here and you're going to be 1 up from the bottom. Then all the way back up top, you're going to come out 4 again and come down 1, and then of course all the way down you're going to be 1 up from that column there. Then we go back up and we're going to branch out from this column here, and we're going to go out 4 and down 3, and then all the way down, up 3, and of course we're going to do that 4 total times. Then we're going to come over 4 again, and I think it's 1. Yeah, and it's 1 block there, and then all the way down 1 block there. And then you have your setup. And if that's confusing, go watch my other video. I don't need the chunk lines anymore. I explain into more detail how I came across this design. And I'm going to repeat it. I'm not giving you the schematica, so don't ask. I should TP my other guy here. Hold on a second. Switching screens. Probably should have did this off camera, huh? There we go. There's my creeper man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start placing spawners. And then, yeah, we'll be back. Whoop. We're back. I wanted to show you something real quick. As you can see, I start at the bottom of every column because you want to work from the bottom up. See how easily that places? If you work from the top down, as you can see, oh, of course it places perfectly. There you go. See that glitch? That's some weird glitch, and it gets very frustrating when you're doing that on a whole column. So it's best to work from the bottom up. It happens sometimes, but it's very rare, at least in comparison. Um, yeah. Um, so I'm going to finish this, and then I'll be right back. And we're back. And as you can see, we have all of our spawners, 133,500. They're doing their job. They're yobs. They're falling down. They're dying. They're dropping the lapis. Let's see if we can catch this. There it is. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. And of course, if you want poppy filters, put them out here, outside of that kill chunk. Again, I don't care about overflow, so I don't bother with poppy filters, so I'm not going to show you how to build one. But yeah, and so now I officially have 6 farms. Um, Also, a little note, I haven't really seen this happen, but there you go. I mean, it can't hurt. I haven't done this on my other farms. I mean, these spawners are technically out of the range of those other ones, so maybe this isn't necessary, but for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I haven't done this on my other farms, and I haven't had any problems, so maybe it's a little extra. I wonder if they can like fall and then get caught on the edge. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would depend if they move while they fall. Like, I've seen IGs move while they fall before. Of course, we don't need one in the center, because that's not possible for them to get there, I don't think. But yeah. There you go. It looks a little derpy with the columns on it. Let's do a little counting, huh? So we have 133,500 here. And we have 133,500 here. And we have 208,500 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 here. For a grand total of 1,101,000 spawners. I'm not going to show a tutorial of this. Who's this? Dankloader? It must be one of my island alts. There's no way in here. How did they get in here? I mean, it must be one of, not my island alt. It must be one of my island mates and their alt, and they're loading it for me. Why do they make their own farm? I mean, thank you. Maybe it's Kong's? I don't know. I don't know who that is. They should be inside selling lapis, but whatever. Yeah, they just spawn, and look at my beautiful water flow. I'm so bad at water flow. They spawn, they go up in here, and they die up in a little lava chamber, just like before. In hindsight, I should have made this lava kill zone a little bit bigger. Some of the lapis does go back down the wrong direction, but it still provides plenty in the public spot. There's just too many villagers up there, and they kind of push it back. But there's still plenty of public lapis in there. But yeah, hopefully this tutorial helps you guys and get you guys moving along. Oh, I don't have a home set for another farm. That's alright, I'll just pretend like this is the farm we just built. It's pretty similar, right? Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. And as I always say, take it easy.